a small town, lived a boy named Andrew. From the time he was 5 years old, he loved one thing more than anything else in the world: ballet. While other boys played soccer in the streets, Andrew stood in front of the television watching ballet performances with shining eyes. He admired the grace of the dancers, the discipline, the strength hidden behind every movement. When music played, his feet moved without thinking. His room became his stage. His dreams became bigger than the walls around him. But there was one problem: his parents hated the idea. His father owned a successful engineering company and had only one plan for his son. "You will become an engineer," he always said firmly. "One day this company will belong to you." His mother agreed. "Ballet is not for boys," she said. "It's just a hobby. You need a real profession." First, Andrew tried to obey them. He buried his dreams deep inside himself and focused on school. But every time he heard music, something inside him woke up again. One evening, while walking home from school, he passed by a dance academy. Through the large glass windows, he saw ballet dancers practicing. The room glowed with warm light. The dancers moved like poetry. Andrew stood frozen outside the building. His heart whispered, "That's where you belong." Next day, he secretly signed up for beginner lessons. He told his parents he was staying late for tutoring classes. Instead, every evening he rushed to the academy, changed clothes quickly, and danced until his body ached. And for the first time in his life, he truly felt alive. The training was hard. His muscles burned. His feet hurt constantly. Sometimes he practiced until midnight. Yet he never complained, because pain caused by passion feels different from pain caused by emptiness. Months passed. Then one day, his father discovered ballet shoes hidden in Andrew's backpack. The house exploded with anger. "You lied to us." His father shouted. His mother cried in disappointment. But what hurt Andrew most was what came afterward. His parents told relatives about it, hoping someone would talk sense into him. Instead, the family mocked him. At gatherings, uncles laughed. Cousins imitated ballet poses. People whispered behind his back, "Look at the ballerina boy. Maybe he should wear a dress too." Smiled on the outside, but inside their words cut deeply. That night he locked himself in his room and stared at the ceiling for hours. For the first time he considered quitting. Maybe everyone was right. Maybe dreams were foolish. Maybe some people were simply born to obey. But then he looked at his ballet shoes lying near the bed, and he remembered something his teacher once told him: the world always laughs before it applauds. Next morning, Andrew returned to training. And this time, he danced harder than ever before. Years passed. At 16, Andrew entered a national ballet competition in secret. The hall was enormous. Hundreds of talented dancers competed. Andrew felt terrified standing backstage. But when the music began, everything disappeared: the fear, the mockery, the pressure. Only the dance remained. Every emotion he had carried for years poured into his movements: pain, hope, loneliness, determination. When the performance ended, the audience stood up in thunderous applause. Andrew won first prize. Yet he told nobody. Not even his parents. He quietly placed the medal inside a drawer and continued moving forward. After graduation, Andrew chose to study sports and movement arts at a prestigious sports college far from home. There, his life changed forever. Because that same college had another student unlike anyone else. Her name was Evelyn. Evelyn loved kickboxing. Since childhood, she dreamed of becoming a world champion. Unlike Andrew, she had only one parent, her father, but he supported her with all his heart. When neighbors criticized her for practicing a man's sport, her father proudly said, "My daughter was not born to fit into people's expectations. She was born to become herself." Evelyn trained relentlessly for years: early mornings, broken lips, bruised ribs, endless discipline, and eventually she became a professional kickboxer. At college, people often noticed the strange contrast between Andrew and Evelyn. One was graceful like flowing water, the other powerful like fire, a ballet dancer and a kickboxer. No one expected them to become close, but one evening they started talking after training. Then they talked again the next day. And the next. Andrew admired Evelyn's courage. Evelyn admired Andrew's sensitivity and determination. Neither of them had surrendered their dreams to please the world. They understood each other in a way nobody else could. Soon, friendship turned into love. Years later, Andrew finally brought Evelyn home to meet his parents. The moment they opened the door, silence filled the room. His parents stared at the elegant young woman standing beside him, confident, disciplined, kind-hearted, a professional fighter. And beside her stood their son, not broken, not lost, not ashamed, but happy, truly happy. That night changed everything. For the first time, Andrew's father looked honestly at his own life. And suddenly, painful memories returned. He remembered being young. He remembered dreaming of owning a farm. He remembered loving animals and nature. But his own father had crushed those dreams and forced him into engineering. He had spent decades convincing himself it was the right thing. Without realizing it, he had done the exact same thing to his son. Late that evening, Andrew's father sat beside him quietly. His eyes filled with tears. "I'm sorry," he whispered. "I was so afraid you would fail that I forced you to become someone else." His mother cried too. "We thought we were protecting you," she said softly. "But we were only limiting you." Andrew hugged them tightly. Years of pain melted away in one moment of understanding. From then on, everything changed. His parents supported both Andrew and Evelyn completely. Andrew became a respected ballet performer and teacher. Evelyn achieved international success in kickboxing. But what made their story famous around the world was not their success. It was their courage to remain themselves despite rejection. Interviews about their journey spread across social media, television, and newspapers. Young people everywhere felt inspired by them. Boys who were afraid to dance started dancing. Girls who feared judgment began chasing their dreams. Parents started listening more carefully to their children. Because people realized something powerful. A dream is not given to you by accident. It is placed inside your heart for a reason. And one of the saddest things in life is not failure, but living someone else's life while ignoring your own soul. Moral of the story: never abandon your true passion just because others do not understand it. The people who laugh at your dream today may one day admire the life you build from it. Real happiness comes when you have the courage to become who you truly are, not who the world expects you to be.